from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of October 20th through the 26th, 2014. I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons.
And I'm Tori Farrell. Topping your newscast this week, Board of Education holds October meeting. Holly Tree students learn about nuclear energy and school system to host community meetings about education bond referendum.
The Board of Education held their monthly meeting on October 14th at the BOE Center on South Street. The agenda included recognitions of achievement, a lengthy call to the audience, presentation of design schematics for the new Northeast Elementary School, and more. Our top story this week is the board notes, and here with all the details is YSN reporter Dylan Grace.
The October Board of Education meeting, which started this month at 6:30 rather than 5:30, included a number of recognitions, the introduction of some policy changes on first reading, and under new business, the renewal of some sole source contracts. Here are the board notes. Under recognition of achievement, the board recognized Alexandra Sider for her winning of the Professional Educators of North Carolina 2014 Young Artist Competition, a New Hanover High student for a special Eagle Scout project donation to the Wildcat Marching Band, a Pine Valley teacher for her achievement of Skype Master Teacher, and several schools for winning the Alliance for Healthier Generations 2014 National Healthy Schools Award. Under information, policies for first reading were presented. They were Policy 4100 Safety, Policy 4110 Disaster Plans, Policy 4250 Traffic and Parking Controls, Policy 6110 Employment Status, Policy 6121 Employment of Administrators and Supervisory Personnel, Policy 6210 Assignment and Transfer of Staff, Policy 6236 Employment of Teachers Without Career Status, and Policy 6355 Evaluation of License. Policies 6236 and 6121 were voted on that evening. Dr. LaShawn Smith and AIG lead teacher Sarah Gubitz presented a much-discussed overview of the middle school AIG curriculum. Deputy Superintendent Dr. Rick Holliday gave a comprehensive report on health precautions the school system is undertaking in light of the cold and flu season. Also in regard to being proactive and working to ensure our students and schools are healthy throughout. The director of the New Hanover County Elections Board came to the October board meeting. He presented a plan to move all poll stations into public buildings by the next national election. The board directed the calendar committee to address the issue by making election days a non-student school day so that all school buildings could be used as polling sites. Under new business, the school bus GPS system was approved. Consideration of agreement for the purchase and sale of real property was approved, and schematic designs for the new Northeast Elementary School was reviewed and approved. A number of sole source technology contracts were renewed. They included Staff Development for Educators, Voyager Sopris Learning, Joy Lads, and Little Bits Electronics. Under instruction, Compass Learning Software, Wireless Generation Software, North Carolina Pre-K contracts, and the Gifted Advisory Council bylaws and council membership were all approved. The next regular Board of Education meeting will be Wednesday, November 12th, and returns to regular 5:30 p.m. start time at the Board of Education Center, 1805 South 13th Street. As always, if you cannot attend the meeting in person, you can tune in for the rebroadcast Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., Friday mornings at 8 a.m., and Sundays at 1 p.m. Board meetings can also be watched online at www.nhcs.net under the School Board tab. That's your board notes for October. Back to you.
Students at Holly Tree Elementary got a lesson in nuclear power from members of the GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy Chapter of the North American Young Generation in Nuclear. Through skits and graphics, the engineers demonstrated a clean, safe way that nuclear power produces electricity. Students learned that nuclear energy does not burn any fuel like coal, so there are no pollutants released into the air. With a clever demonstration using Coca-Cola and Mentos, students learned how nuclear power plants use fission to make electricity.
And we're a part of the North American Young Generation in Nuclear. We came here to talk to the kids about nuclear energy and the benefits to the community, and to also introduce our annual drawing contest.
Following the lesson in nuclear power, students learned about a coloring contest. The program is a district-wide event, students on the theme, Nuclear Energy for Clean Skies. The library of each winner's school will receive a collection of books and reference materials on nuclear science and technology. The top 3 finalists will each receive Young Generations t-shirt, a science kit, an award certificate, and honorary membership to the Young Generations of Nuclear Society.
Finally, New Hanover County Schools will host a series of community meetings in October to inform the public about the education bond referendum that voters will consider on November 4th. All meetings are designed for citizens to learn more about the need for the bond so that they may make informed decisions when voting. The first community meeting was held at Snipes Academy last week. The next community meetings are scheduled as follows: Tuesday, October 28th, 5 p.m. through 7 p.m. at Blair Elementary School, 6510 Market Street. Thursday, October 30th, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Myrtle Grove Middle School, 901 Pioneer Road. All of these meetings are free and open to the public. For more information, please call the NHCS Public Relations Department at 910-254-4245. Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Blair Elementary Skypes to a school in India, students named to North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus, and Stop, Think, Act, Reflect strategy takes root at Freeman Elementary.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Lace up the cleats, put on the pads, and tape up those ankles. The football edition of Sports Roundtable is back for its 15th season on the Learning Network. I'm Marty Fuhrer. If you're a high school football fan, then join me for Sports Roundtable. We'll feature the area's most in-depth look at local 4A gridiron action. From a strong defense to an explosive offense, we spotlight it all on Sports Roundtable. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of all the plays from New Hanover County Schools' 4 head football coaches. So don't miss the Sports Roundtable, Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza.
Welcome back to Your School News. Blair Elementary School boldly went halfway around the world to a small village in India via Skype. During the month of September, the Bulldogs of Blair have been collecting books for a girls' school in India. The reward for the class that collected the most books was a chance to talk to students at that school. To prepare, the Blair students wrote questions, learned a special song, and a few words of the Indian language. The events brought two cultures together to share their likes and dislikes.
We learned their favorite games and how they played and what their favorite sports were and what they ate.
We donated over 150 books to India to give them books so they can read and learn new things.
Blair Elementary School collected over 900 books to donate to the school in India. Students will get a chance to follow the books to their final destination. The container the books will travel in contains a GPS tracker. Students will monitor the process of the unit as it crosses its way across the Atlantic to the Indian school. Skype is opening some amazing doors of opportunity for the young people. It is allowing students around the world to interact visually. They can see, they can share, and explore together their cultures, hobbies, and lifestyles like never before. Blair students are just beginning to reach out beyond their campus to a greater world beyond, a world where they can donate books and then see the joy of the faces of those who read their gifts around the globe.
October is National Bullying Awareness Month. One of the fastest growing forms of bullying in the nation is cyberbullying. Today, students are using the internet more than ever, both at school and at home, and thanks to mobile devices anywhere they go. Unfortunately, for many students, the internet isn't simply a convenient way to research or a fun after-school activity. It's a big part of their social life. Emailing and chatting with friends are today a student's most common online activity. But like many other social situations, some kids bully other kids online. Cyberbullies can be classmates, online acquaintances, and even anonymous users, but most often they do know their victims. We get a full report on the cyberbullying from YSN reporter Chase Fulton.
Bullying is not new, but thanks to the internet, students are bullying other students wherever they go, and on a much larger scale. Online harassment, more often called cyberbullying, is a serious problem. It is usually not a one-time communication unless it involves a death threat or a credible threat of serious bodily harm. Kids usually know it when they see it, while parents may be more worried about the lewd language used by the kids than the hurtful effect of rude and embarrassing posts.
Parents should know that cyberbullying is very different from what they recall from their childhood days. It's very pervasive. 72% of teens have been cyberbullied over the past year, and up to 32% say they have experienced chronic and repeated bullying online. 24% of teens say they have actually participated in cyberbullying.
Vicious forum posts, name-calling in the chat rooms, posting fake profiles on the websites, and mean or cruel email messages are all ways of cyberbullying. This type of bullying has grown with the advances in technology because it lets a bully remain anonymous. Bullies are natural instigators, and in cyberspace, bullies can enlist the participation of other students who may be unwilling to bully in the real world. Kids who stand around doing nothing in a real-life bullying incident often become active participants in online harassment.
There's many things that can be done to combat cyberbullying. Parents need to help teach their kids not to participate in it. The most important thing is not to respond to online bullying. Don't respond to text, don't post anything, don't play into the bullies' games. Students need to tell their parents and school personnel like their counselor, social worker, principal, or the school resource officer so they can get some help with that.
While ignoring the bully, be sure to save the evidence so that school officials, internet providers, and even the police can properly deal with the bully. Cyberbullying may give bullies anonymity, but it always leaves evidence. New Hanover County Schools takes all types of bullying seriously. As soon as the cyberbullying starts to go to officials for help, cyberbullying is often an extension or escalation of bullying that is already happening at school. Parents should also be told what is happening. Students tend to use technology differently than we do. Teens today start playing games online and sending texts on their cell phones at an early age, and most teens have smartphones that keep them constantly connected on the internet. Many are logged onto Facebook and chatting or sending text messages all day. Fortunately, our growing awareness of cyberbullying has helped us learn a lot more about how to prevent it and protect students from online dangers. Reporting for your school news, this is Chase Fulton.
17 elementary school singers from the New Hanover County Schools have been selected to participate in the 2004 North Carolina Elementary School Honors Chorus, sponsored by North Carolina Music Educators Association. We get this report from YSN reporter Heather Jensen.
The North Carolina Elementary Honors Chorus is a group of approximately 200 students who are chosen from across North Carolina to perform at the North Carolina Music Educators Association Conference each year. The purpose of this honors course is to provide students with the opportunity to develop their abilities to the greatest possible extent. Teachers who are members of Music Education Association are permitted to send in auditions from 6 of their students. Judges are hired to select the members of the honors course. Teachers then work with their students in preparation for the concert, and students spend the day before the concert working with the conductor. Participating in the North Carolina Elementary Honors Course this year from Bellamy, Aaliyah Marshall and Elena Guyver. Their teacher is Emily Probst. From Blair, Kathleen Mounts. Her music teacher is Amanda Henson. From Coddington, Avery Limley, Molly Shute, Ella Shinette, and James Watson were chosen for honors course. Coddington's music teacher is Mary Tyndall. From College Park, student Victoria Robler Mendoza was selected, and her music teacher is Carrie Aviolis. Going to honors course from Eaton are Jennifer Kenta and Molly Wells. Their music teacher is Carly Kanzler. 5 students from Holly Tree were selected for honors course. They are Emilia Del Savio, Alexa LaCognata, Samantha Lenz, and Ella Pfeiffer. Suzanne Gardner is the music teacher. Ogden has 2 students, Riley Moore and Georgia Smith, selected for the course. Lem Stemke is Ogden's music teacher. Finally, from Pine Valley, Bailey Hughes is part of the honors course, and Pine Valley's music teacher is Vicki Stump. Selected via a vigorous recorded audition, the 200-voice chorus singers will present a concert at the NCMEA Annual Professional Development Conference in Winston-Salem on November 9th. The guest conductor will be Tom T. Shelton, Jr., Assistant Professor of Sacred Music at Westminster Choir College in Princeton, New Jersey. Reporting for Your School News, this is Heather Jensen.
Stop, think, act, reflect. These 4 words stand as powerful actions in a program at Freeman Elementary. Called the STAR strategy, or just STAR for short, is a simple concept that helps children by teaching them to make better choices that they don't always know how to handle in social situations. Last week, teachers at Freeman introduced to the stop, think, act, reflect concepts to their students. To help reinforce the important message of the program, students made posters to put up in the room as a reminder of the acronym. STAR helps children internalize how they can help others. The strategy offers a number of easy ways to teach students skills through hands-on activities. The program has proven to help students internalize concepts better than having guest speakers visit or holding theme-based assemblies. Teachers have found this strategy an excellent way to help students develop self-knowledge and relationship skills while resolving conflicts peacefully.
Finally, students at Gregory celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with a visit from a special guest. Dorothy Hodder, a librarian with the county library, came to share experiences growing up in Mexico. Students at Gregory had been exploring the history, art, and music of Spanish-speaking countries as part of their lessons. Miss Hodder told the students about the house she lived in, the friends she made, the games she played. With a number of pictures, Mrs. Hodder told the students about the park in her neighborhood and the woman who made handmade tortillas. The students asked a lot of questions about the type of money they used in Mexico, cars, celebrations, and more. Ms. Hodder's visit was a great learning opportunity for the students at Gregory and a wonderful addition to the school's Hispanic Heritage Month recognitions.
Now don't go away. Coming up, the education bond is on the November ballot. We have a special report on some planned new construction that the bond will address.
Plus, we have this week's edition of Lunch Bill O'Fare.
Your school news will continue after the break.
There's a better way to have fun with history. Visit americaslibrary.gov. Log on, play around, learn something.
Welcome back to Your School News. In this block of our newscast, we are featuring special reports and in-depth features.
This school year started with close to 27,000 students enrolled in the New Hanover County schools. It is forecasted that the number is expected to grow significantly in the coming years.
To continue to be a district of excellence and provide all students a high-quality education, measures must be taken to maintain our facilities and keep safety a top priority.
This month, we are looking at some of the core components of the proposed education bond. Our reports have focused on security, school improvements, and renovations, and this week we have examined new construction.
Voters will consider the $160 million education bond referendum on the November 2014 ballot. Voters will ask themselves, what kind of facilities do we want for our children? If approved, the bond will increase safety and security measures and upgrade technology at all schools. But it will also build a new elementary school and replace 2 older elementary schools.
One is a building with all exterior classroom doors. The other is a pod classroom. If you haven't been to these schools, I would encourage people to go by and take a look at it. I think it's you know, that would do much more than I could ever say in identifying and showing or illustrating the need for replacement.
If the bond passes, a new 595 student elementary school located in the northeastern part of the county will be built. The Board of Education has already approved the reuse of the prototype design of Castle Hayne Elementary School for this site. The project will also include all off-site improvements and amenities. In addition, College Park Elementary and Blair Elementary Schools will be replaced due to outdated and deteriorating facilities. For both schools, demolition of all existing structures will take place prior to building new facilities. The new schools will be designed to accommodate 574 students and will be built on the same sites. The plans for College Park will be designed to meet the current educational specifications adopted by the Board of Education and will also include all on-site improvements and amenities. Meanwhile, the board has approved the reuse of the prototype design of Snipes Academy of Arts and Design for the new Blair Elementary.
We've got to deal with capacity. We are a growing district. We're the 3rd fastest growing region in the state behind Charlotte and Wake. We are a place that people are coming to. And one of the things that attracts them and businesses is a strong, vibrant school.
Student enrollment is at an all-time high of over 26,000, and the school system is over capacity by approximately 3,500 students in grades K through 12. Enrollment has exceeded the North Carolina DPI projections for the past several years and is expected to grow by another 3,000 students within the next 7 years. The education bond will help alleviate these growing problems in our school district. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
To learn all about the education bond, you can visit a special comprehensive website that contains all the facts and information needed to become fully informed. Just go to www.nhcs.net and click on the bright red apple with the tagline, Our Schools, Our Community, Our Future.
And join us next week for another special report as we count down to November Education Bond with an overview of the education bond.
It's time now for this week's lunch bill of fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a new menu makeover.
This week, our lunch menu analyst, Creed Rassin, joins us with the week's school lunch menu, so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Here in the newsroom, I've had a chance to review this week's lunch menu. We have a lot of variety this week for lunch, like barbecue chicken and barbecue pork ribs. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, October 21st, start the week off with spaghetti and meatballs with breadstick or chicken cheese steak. On the side, lima beans, egg garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, October 22nd, enjoy either a barbecue chicken with biscuit or cheesy breadsticks with a pasta salad. For your sides, choose from sweet potato puffs, a garden salad, and diced pieces. On Thursday, October 23rd, you have 2 great entree choices, chicken dippers with egg roll or pork barbecue ribs sandwich. On the side, oriental vegetables, a garden salad, and fresh fruit. On Friday, October 24th, choose between fish nuggets or macaroni and cheese as your main entree. Then on the side, enjoy a tomato and cucumber salad, apple crisp, and a garden salad. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. If you've been trying to think up new ways to enjoy your 5-a-day quota of fruits and vegetables, experiment with applesauce, dried apples, and apple juice, all of which can be added into your daily diet. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, start the new week off with 2 great entrees, chicken parmesan or corn puppies. For your side, choose from sweet potato waffle fries, a garden salad, and applesauce. October is National Apple Month. If you're looking for a reason to crunch into a fresh, golden, delicious, or Granny Smith apple, you'll appreciate the result of research by food scientists. They discovered the antioxidants in fresh apples and can inhibit and reduce all kinds of cancer. So pick up an apple today. Now, taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selection with really great sides. Don't miss spaghetti with meatballs, barbecue chicken, macaroni and cheese, and more. That's what's on slate for lunch at your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of these nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rassen. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget you can also catch Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on Learning Network, and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition.
Now don't go away. Coming up, we join in the excitement of National School Lunch Week.
This is your school news on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
I hope you find a home. I hope you find a home. Hey, maybe you'll be picked next. Maybe you'll be picked next. We've been caged together too long. We've been caged together too long. How come nobody ever picks me? Maybe they're looking for somebody different. Pick me. Well, the shelter's closing up for another day. We didn't get picked. I know. Tomorrow. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to your school news. To recognize the National School Lunch Program and the 30 million children it serves every day, New Hanover County Schools recognized National School Lunch Week last week by getting in the game with school lunch.
The whole week featured events and activities that promoted the importance of balancing healthy eating and physical activity and exercise.
National School Lunch Week emphasized the healthy foods offered daily at New Hanover County Schools. Several schools welcomed sport team members during lunch, and others offered promotions to students, encouraging them to eat healthy and stay active.
The federally funded National School Lunch Program provides nutritionally balanced, healthy meals to students every day.
The program, which has been serving the nation's children for over 60 years, requires school meals to meet federal nutrition standards, like offering fruits and vegetables every day, serving whole grain rich foods, and limiting fat, calories, and sodium.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories: Board of Education holds October meeting, watch the meeting online. Holly Tree students learn about nuclear energy and will enter energy drawing contest. And school systems to host community meetings about the education bond referendum. Check website for dates and times.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our Light and Lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m.
I'm Tori Farrell.
And I'm Gabrielle Allen de Trois-Maisons. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.